Hey comic book fans, my nerdy friends, and my geeky compadres, what's going on? It's Wednesday, and I'm finally getting to do a haul video on an actual Wednesday. It's been like, I think 3 weeks since I've done one on Wednesday, but I have a lot to show you, so let's just jump right in. Okay, first up, I got my new books to show you from this week. First, we have Paper Girls issue 8. Really loving the story. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I really like it. Tokyo Ghost number 9. This one, as far as the story is concerned, is kind of falling apart for me. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Then we have Moon Knight number 5. I'm loving this story. Great. Lemare's doing a great job of showing the craziness of the character, so really loving that. Then we have Daredevil annual number 1. It's an annual. It was $5. Have to get it though to complete the run eventually. Then we have The Walking Dead 157, number 1 of 6 of the Whisperer War. The last issue I remember left off at a very fun point, I guess. We'll see how that goes. And then I picked up number 1, Kill or Be Killed. This is Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Can't go wrong with Ed Brubaker writing. Sean Phillips' art is just fantastic, so really looking forward to that. And then I got 2 back issues this week. We have The Sensational She-Hulk number 18, slowly whittling that down. And then got Ecstatics number 1, cover swipe of Uncanny X-Men, giant size number 1. So I picked up a bunch of the Ecstatics X-Force issues. I still need like the first one and the last one, I think, are all I need from that, and then starting in on the Ecstatics actual book. Got a bunch of trade paperbacks this week. A new Second and Charles opened up by me, and I went in there and found a bunch of stuff, and yeah, so here we go. We have American Born Chinese. I don't remember where I saw it, but it was one of those times like I was looking up the best graphic novels of all time kind of thing. Just a list, because that's what I do. I look up lists. But this was on there, and I picked it up for like $3. So even if it wasn't on there, I probably still would have picked it up for being that cheap. So stoked about that. I believe this was on that list as well. This is Fun Home. I got this for free. It was in one of the free bins at my regular Second and Charles. What they do is they have 4 bins out front that just are free books. You can go and pick up whatever you want. The only downside to it is they make little markings on the books usually, so people don't pick it up and then try to go take it back for store credit. But I won't be taking this one back. Very excited about it. Very cool. What do I see? I just saw somebody highlighted a piece in this, which, whatever. Yeah. Son of a... Let's see. That's highlighter. Oh well. I still get to read it. And it was free, so can't beat that. Then we have The Invisibles, Volume 3, Entropy in the UK. I have the first 2. I have yet to read them because I usually like to collect a bunch of volumes first and then read. So, got that. Rex Mundi This is volume 1. It is The Guardian of the Temple. This I found at the new Second and Charles. I had been at the other Second and Charles before, and they had volumes like, I think the rest of the run, like 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It might have been just 3 of the books, but I'd always wanted to pick it up. I just never did because I didn't have the first volume. Well, found the first volume. Super stoked. Really can't wait to start reading this. Downside to that, I went back to the old Second and Charles today. They didn't have any of the other volumes. So I'm going to have to somehow find the rest of them, order them. Maybe I'll do an in-stock trades order, see if I can find them on there for cheap. But got this. Actually really excited about it. And then I picked up DMZ Friendly Fire. This is volume 4. I have 1 and 2. I don't have 3. That'll be something I look for soon. And then I have 5, The Hidden War. So once I find volume 3, I'll probably start reading it. I think there's 12 volumes total, which kind of, I'm not a huge fan of that long of a run, but whatever. I also wanted to try something new this week. So I picked up some manga. I previously read the entire Death Note series, and I really, really enjoyed it. Talking to some of my friends, they suggested this title. I know nothing about it, but I went and picked up the first 2 volumes. That's Tokyo Ghoul. So this is volume 1 and volume 2. So we'll give that a shot, see how it goes. And then also, as I mentioned, the free bins outside of Second and Charles, we must have hit there right after they filled them up, because I ended up with a bunch of free novels. So I'm going to show them. Some that I'm really excited about. One that in particular that I was actually going to buy last week. I was going to go to Second and Charles and buy it, but good thing I didn't. Anyway, first up, Game of Thrones. This is the first book of the 5, I think. It has been a very, very long time since I read a book that is 835 pages long. Good God. Been a very long time since I read a book this size. We'll see how quickly I get to this one. Then we got Digging for Truth, The Final Resting Place of Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa's kind of a I don't want to say big deal around here in the Detroit area due to the union and all that. But he is kind of a big deal, and there's always stuff going on about where he's buried and stuff. So I thought it was interesting. Plus, picked it up for free. See, they marked it with an F for free. Then we got The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Haven't read it. Haven't seen the movie. But I'm curious about it. So I decided to pick it up because it was, free. Then we have, this one's curious. This is the Collected Shakespearean Whodunits. From what I understand, it is their original stories based on the characters from Shakespearean plays, but like murder mysteries based on those characters. So I don't know if they're short stories or anything like that, but it's a 2-book volume, 2-book set, and we'll see how that goes. It seems interesting. But yeah, I look forward to reading those. I got a whole bunch of hardcovers. This is a Journal of the Plague Year, The Diary of a Barcelona Tanner, Miguel Peretz from 1651. Just his journal. about the year there was a plague in Barcelona. I don't know, the cover looked really interesting. And the subject matter seemed interesting to me as well. Airframe by Michael Crichton. I used to be a huge Michael Crichton fan. I loved his work. And then, I don't know if I just stopped reading or if he stopped putting out stuff for a little while there. Yeah, huge fan of like Jurassic Park, and I think my favorite of his books was The Sphere. Really, really enjoyed that book. Congo was really good before the movie came out. But yeah, huge Michael Crichton fan. Saw it sitting there, had to pick it up. And then we have Stephen King's Rose Madder. Know nothing about it. I haven't read a Stephen King book in freaking forever. But it is Stephen King. I heard he fell off a little bit as far as his storytelling goes, but we'll see. The one book that I told you about that I was about to actually purchase the week prior, one that I'm super interested in, that is Life After Death by Damien Echols. For those of you who don't know, Damien Echols was a part of the West Memphis 3. Very big deal. Very polarizing subject. You're either on one side of the argument or the other. I am on the side of his innocence. The police work in his case was very shoddy. He was accused, him and 2 others were accused of ritualistically murdering 3 young boys in West Memphis, and he was singled out because of his the way he like dresses, the music he listens to, just the type of person he was. I got really, really into that, the West Memphis 3. Watched all the movies, read all the books, donated funds to the West Memphis 3 to support their legal, them needing money for lawyers and stuff. And then I think it was 3 years ago they got out, the 3 of them, and Damien wrote this book, and I've been meaning to pick it up. I wanted to pick it up when it first came out, but I didn't. I went to Barnes & Noble, and it was, how much was the cover price on this? $27. I wanted to, but I just didn't pay for it. And then went to Second & Charles, like I said, like last week, and they had something like $6 on it. At the time, I didn't have the store credit or the money, so I was going to go pick it up eventually. Lucky for me, it was in the free bin, so got that. And then, like a ton of other people in the world, I had this book pre-ordered, and I'm very excited. I haven't even started it yet, but I am a huge fan of the Harry Potter series, so I think I had this ordered like 4 months ago. Like I've had it pre-ordered for a real long time. So Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, parts 1 and 2 apparently. Very excited to read this. Yeah, that's it. That was the last book. I have nothing else. I was gonna pick up Lady Killer 2 #1. Decided to wait on that one. I did love the first series, but funds are really kind of tight this week, as you can see by all the free stuff I got. I had to save a little bit because Thursday I'm planning to go see Suicide Squad with some friends. So I had to hold back a little bit on a few things. So didn't pick that up, and I also did not pick up the Underwater Welder hardcover. It was supposed to come in this week. Actually, it didn't come into my shop this week. I had it ordered. But like I said, it didn't come in. Either way, I was going to ask them to hold it for me because I wasn't going to be able to pay for it this week. I'll pay for it next week. Hopefully they'll have it. So I'll pick that up, as well as Lady Killer 2 #1, hopefully, if they still have it. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope you got to your shops and picked up what you wanted. And I'll see you next time. Bye.